Today, from TIAA Bank,
the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, football 101, because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back, you remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jahan Dotson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before. Starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again, go out and put your best foot forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The CD in this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go play action with Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
7-7, our score after 1. Sanders' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Fields.
And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Taylor will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars have regained the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Fields. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Jonathan Taylor.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. McPherson on for the point after.
And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On play action, Lawrence.
That's complete once again to Hopkins.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Lawrence going to throw again. Quick slant, Dodson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now out come the Jags. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Checks this one down to Robinson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 42.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Andrew Wingard in to make the play.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this time he is in.
Yes. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 11. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DJ Chark, 29 yards.
And the Titans are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This offense comes back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Locates ETN along the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Out left to Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins.
He's got room at the 30.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Titans, the streak continues as they push their mark to a